Your assignment for this lesson is to follow along, and you will end up with a rock that looks like this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and I just picked a green color, a blue color, and white. I don't know what colors you have, so you can just pick. Hopefully you have 3 or 4. And we're gonna start with our eraser. And we're gonna dip it in the paint. Okay, I couldn't find my little paint palette, but that's okay. I decided I'd just use this. It's just a paper plate. Remember, this is a super cheap hobby. So you're gonna dip your pencil eraser in there and get paint on it. And then usually you start with a big dot and then you use little dots around. So we're just gonna put it straight on down. And there we go.
Oh, I'm so silly.
Sorry, my son is in the room. Okay, now we'll take a different tool. And in this case, I'm gonna use the pencil. And I'm gonna use green. I'll dip it in my green. And I'm gonna dip it every time so that I can get consistent dots. Meaning dots that are all the same shape. So I will dip it and dot it. Dip it, dot it, dip it, dot it. And you try to get them as close as you can without them touching. The closer, the better. If you make a mistake, you can use one of your wet Q-tips and just wipe it off, or if you want to start completely over because we just started. And if you make a mistake, you can just start over. Wipe the whole rock off. All right, so I'm getting near the end of my circle. I'm just gonna try and put that one right in the middle. Starting off good. And after each one, I use a wet paper towel and I wipe it off so that it'll be clean for the next time. So now we're gonna take the end of our Q-tip that we did with our white paint. I'll take, I'll just go ahead and do the white color. And now I'm gonna try to go in between the 2 dots that I did before. And I know this is gonna make a bigger dot, so I'm gonna come out just a little bit. And I'm gonna dip it every time. I didn't get enough paint on that one. I can tell because it's not very good. I'm just trying to go in between the 2. And there really is no right or wrong, so you can use whatever colors you want. And in lesson 2 and 3, I'm going to show you how to do top dotting as well as swishes and wrapping the dots. Right now we're just doing simple dots. And so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off so it'll be ready for the next time. And now we can go on to, let's do something, let's do our eraser. And these are gonna be big dots, right? Maybe we won't do our eraser then because those are gonna be super huge. So let's go ahead and I'll do blue. I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm just going in between the 2 dots right here and doing 1 and 2. And if you notice, when you start walking out your dots or when you start going out with your dots, the dots get smaller. So the first dot's pretty big, and then the second dot gets a little bit smaller. And then I think in between here, we will do green. Okay, did that. Now let's get this and we'll do the green color in between. So I'm just gonna go in between my two blue dots and I'm gonna put a green dot. Easy peasy. And believe it or not, when you go to do top dotting, which adds more dimension to your work, you use the same 3 colors. You're not using different colors. Now, I don't know, you may run into this problem where some dots are spaced further out than other ones. And so I just don't apply as much pressure in that case. All right, so now we'll do a little white here. Where should we do it? Let's do it here. Dot, dot, dot. That's not gonna go all the way. Dot, dot, dot. We'll do 3. Connecting the dots. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have no idea what I'm doing as far as like this is not some design that I've done before. I'm totally making it up, which is the fun of it. So you can just totally make up whatever you want to do. And as you get better at it, you can use different things to make different size dots. You can use more colors if you want to. Okay, that one was kind of small. All right, there we go. Looking good. Now I might do something like take the blue paint and maybe do a big dot over here. Maybe do a big dot over here. Do one over here. My son is in the room. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, Spencer? I'm just painting a blue dot out from where those blue dots are. Like I said, you may want to stop right there and just say, oh, that's it. Wipe it off. And now maybe do with our green Q-tip. Do. And if the dots run together, it's no big deal. Okay, almost done here. And this is all just dots. We do not do any swishes, nothing fancy, just a bunch of dots. There you go. I think that's kind of pretty right there. I don't think I need to add any more. If you wanted to add something in between, you could. But I think it looks pretty good like that.